What you know, Alibuyers. Hope you guys are having a good day. I just wanted to recap the press conference about 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, who is missing out of Tucson, Arizona. We had been told that there was going to be more information shared, such as things found at the crime scene, a possible vehicle of interest, and then where the investigation is at this point. The two things that really weren't addressed were the crime scene and the vehicle of interest. But let's jump into what was said. He said Ms. Guthrie's life is in jeopardy and they have to find her. Remember, she has medications that she needs to take, and if she hasn't taken them after a 24-hour period, that can be fatal. So obviously, time is of the essence here. And they do hope that she's still alive, as we all do. The FBI briefly got up and announced that they are assisting the sheriff's office there in Tucson with the investigation. They're mainly providing analytical and technical support, which includes analyzing and downloading cell phones, obtaining cell tower information. They're conducting interviews and providing any and all investigative support that the sheriff's office needs. They opened it up to questions, and one of the reporters asked something I've been questioning since the very beginning. If you're sure it's not targeted, why no threat to the public? He said, we have crime in Tucson all the time. And is there somebody who is kidnapping elderly people from their beds every night? He said, we think she was taken against her will, and that's where we're at. So for me personally, and I've said this since the beginning, not putting out there that there is an active threat to the community a lot of times means they have an idea of who they may be looking for, but they really don't want to come out and say it because you don't want a potential suspect to hear that, hey, we have an idea who maybe did this. But I do believe that this was random and not targeted. We would maybe hear a different line of dialogue coming out to the public about maybe you should lock your doors, check on your elderly loved ones, that kind of thing. But we don't have that. And for me personally, I'm absolutely cool with them keeping a lot of things under wraps close to their chest because our desire to know does not trump the importance of the investigation, which ultimately the goal is to bring Miss Guthrie back alive. If they were to say something at one of these press conferences that tips somebody off, that could be a very bad thing. So I get it. They are waiting for DNA samples to come back that was taken at her house. They have received some results, but he said there was nothing to indicate a suspect, which leads me to believe possibly that was Miss Guthrie's DNA. Just speculation on my part. Brian Enton, I recognized his voice. He asked about a camera that is missing from the front of Miss Guthrie's house and wanted to know, did the suspect take it? He just said they are looking into it. However, right now they are finished with her residence. But of course, if they need to go back in the house, they will. And that was really everything that came out. Not a whole lot that's new. But I do have alerts set in 50 different places for updates. So as soon as anything new is released or comes out, at least through a credible mainstream media source, I will relay that to you guys. So a good reminder, if you're not subscribed, click subscribe. And if you want notifications of when I post new content, click that bell icon. All of that's free, costs you nothing. That way you're not missing a thing. That is it for now. We will see you guys soon.